Welcome to the ASX Speed webinar for Monday, the 4th of May 2015. Now, this is the midpoint of the normal season of spring in the Northern Hemisphere and autumn, which could be also termed fall in the Southern Hemisphere. Full stop, new line. Things like to change around here. You start to get protests, you start to get more wars happening, full stop, new line. So we should start to expect some more unrest in the Middle East, full stop, new line. More unrest in the Middle East would see us drive the energy prices higher, full stop, new line. I noticed there was something about Iranians and Saudis and Americans getting upset that the Iranians were trying to hurt their good pals, the Saudis, who are happy to keep women oppressed and pump out lots of oil and have lots of money. Full stop, new line. And not only that, are the biggest sponsors of radical Islam in the world. Full stop, new line. Wealth makes strange bedfellows indeed. Full stop, new line. Personally, I think we're in a bit of a mini bear in the US markets. It's behaving in a weak fashion, even though it rallied on Friday night. Full stop, new line. We have bullhorns warnings in the following Australian shares, new line. ANZ.ASX, new line. ANZ at this point, I think, can get back up to $35.20 if it is lucky. And so we will not be buying for bullhorns reasons. If you're already long, that's fine. It should have a dividend-based rally, but the longer-term structure of US interest rates indicate that the banks are at risk. BLD.ASX, new line. Boral, we can see a weak rally on no volume and an increasing volume to the downside. So it is at risk of a rally towards 6.47. I hear a lot about people saying how the building boom is going to continue. I think we've got 3 months left. Full stop, new line. We have been in the blow-off stage, and we are right in the middle of the blow-off stage right now. Full stop, new line. CBA.ASX, new line. this is not behaving strongly, and at best you could expect $91 on the top side. And as such, we will not be putting our hands in our pockets for it just yet. Okay, if you have no picture, go into the emergency room. I'm having the same issue as I did before. This is a global GoToWebinar issue. What I suggest you do is go into the other room. G'day, g'day, g'day. This is always fun. The GoToWebinar machine has blown itself up, I think, on a longer term basis. So I'm giving you the link for the emergency room, which will be the same one, which is the same. It's being recorded. It's using the recording. So if you are in here and you're not seeing me, then that's the reason. So I want you to go to the link that I have just sent you, and that would be a very good thing. Okay, so go to that next one. I understand it's a bit frustrating, a bit annoying. Go into the other room, the one that I gave you at the start. CCL.ASX, new line. Coca-Cola is showing signs of still declining, so we'll leave that alone on the bull horns warnings. CSL.ASX. We can see that its better area to buy is around the $87.26 to $87.55. So I think we will leave that alone until then, or maybe $84.06. GPT.ASX, new line. my fear of property trusts has been confirmed with this behaviour. It's unlikely to get much above $4.60. If it does, it becomes bullish, but at this point it's going down. Leave it alone. LLC.ASX, new line. Just to be clear, these are bull horns and bear paws. I'm going through bull horns warnings. LLC had a bit of a bounce, but I don't think it's going to last given the lack of exciting volume on the upside. So if you see it up to $9 to $16.45, then that's probably a get out level if you want to get out of jail there. Full stop your line. NAB.ASX, new line. Thoroughly unconvincing rally, stay away. SUN.ASX, new line. A completely unconvincing rally as well, and extreme signs of weakness in SUN.ASX. If you want to short something, this would be the one. Full stop your line. For those of you who are just coming in and finding that there is no sound, there is no picture, that's because there is no picture. The other room says it's sit tight, I'm not there yet. It's actually showing. That's the weird thing. I've got Shane, Brian, Dan, Graham in there. If the other room isn't working for you, try this link. I don't know what the hell is going to happen with this. Try that one. I'm most definitely broadcasting in that room. It's possibly because it's an hour old. I'll see if I can change something in there to make it any good. I'll do a trick on the thing. This may blow it up, but anyway, let's see if I can trick it into thinking that it's changeable. Let me know if you're still alive and in that room, then try those links. Oh, hey Mark, we're gonna have to demote you to being not a presenter. That's curious. Okay, I've given the link for everybody to, if you can mute your sound, turn off your cameras, because the link I gave you, it gets you to be an interview person. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm an idiot. You learn something every day by doing something stupid. Okay. WBC.ASX, new line. WBC.ASX new line. With Westpac, what we can see quite clearly is that it didn't rally on increasing volume yesterday. It's been declining on increasing volume. And as a result, I'm just putting up the recording link. We are actually going to get more communication problems over the next couple of weeks as well. Full stop, new line. Full stop, new line. Now, Westpac itself has reported very flat earnings, and it's quite negative. Apparently, it's down about going to be opening down about $2 now. And that negativity may transfer to the rest of the banks. And it will certainly not help the index, new line. By now you should, there we are, there's Westpac down $2. So what we can see is Westpac has violated the old tops, and that is a bad thing. And we can probably confirm that we're in a bear market now based on the banks. Full stop, new line. XAO.ASX, new line, all ordinaries index. We can see that the big part of the cloud is down towards 56.50 now. That's the target area. We can see we're in a triangle and it probably should go lower. Full stop, new line. XJO.ASX, new line. See a few of the indicators rolling over and the possibility of 56.40, 56.25. Full stop, new line. For those people who just came in, I've given you a link, but unfortunately what happens is that you're being sent to send in to present. So I'll just hide you from the broadcast. It's no dramas. Sorry if you feel like you're not getting airplay, but what happens is you hear a bit of sound. So I've given you all the links I can give you, and hopefully you're all in there. Okay. Trying to give you all the ways. Okay. ANZ's down 2% as well at the moment. Okay, so XFJ, this is where the world is copping it. We've got sell signals on FXJ now. XFJ.ASX, new line. We are getting sell signals on XFJ.ASX. Came in the other day, and we're seeing it knocked down. It came in on Friday. We're seeing it knocked down, and they are in trouble. As I said, we'll be ignoring the the bull horns warnings on the Australian banks. Full stop, new line. I've pretty well covered those banks, so we won't cover them just yet. Full stop, new line. ANZ.ASX, new line. Investors time frame, Colin. This has broken down. Intermediate time frame, Colin. Step away from the banks. On the intermediate time frame, we can see that it is on a retracement area that we understand, somewhere between $33.06 and $33.42. Full stop, new line. Now this pattern that we see we can see a rising struggle street pattern, and it's broken down. So the banks are off the menu, and I did tell you the banks would be off the menu between early May and August. Full stop, new line. CBA.ASX, new line. Investors time frame, Colin. This has broken down on the monthly chart, so we should expect a decline down to around about $82 if this is a normal one. Full stop, new line. You'll probably notice percentage-wise it is down not as much as the other banks. Full stop, new line. But to the extent that they suspect that CBA is a problem, then we might find that everything else is. Full stop, new line. You must realize that everybody has been borrowing at very low interest rates from the banks and buying houses to compete with the Chinese. And if interest rates go up for the banks, then it goes up for everybody else, and everybody gets screwed faster than we have ever seen before. Full stop, new line. Traders time frame, Colin. On the traders time frame, we see CBA is motoring to the downside. There's been some bargain hunters trying for a buy today. Full stop your line. We did think that $87.86 would be a logical area, but now the next logical area is $82.40. Full stop your line. If you really wanted to dagger catch, you could try it with a right now at $87.67 with a stop loss below $87.43, but do it only as a nibble. Full stop your line. I'm not confident to do it as a nibble because I can see what the interest rates are doing. Full stop your line. NAB.ASX new line. Investors time frame, Colin. So far it's holding up a bit better than the other banks, but it's at risk if it can crack either $36 or $35.12. Full stop your line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. It's sitting right on the old tops at the moment, and anything much below that $36 area seals the deal for a bear in a National Australia Bank. It will become Australia's worst bank once again. Full stop your line. Traders time frame, Colin. We see a sell signal emanating, and we can't think of anything more unpleasant than holding a bank for the next 6 months. Full stop your line. The best areas to think about would be between $32 and $30.60 for a retracement. Full stop your line. If things get really nasty, and this would appear to be a 5-wave structure, if it really gets nasty, then $27 or $25 on the downside. Full stop your line. XMJ.ASX, WBC.ASX new line. Investors time frame, Colin. Investors time frame, Colin. You can't see it on this chart, but it has broken down. Its target area is around the $34.67. If it can't hold that, then expect $33.85. If it cannot hold that, then and breaks down below $33, then expect $30.26, full stop, new line. It's highly possible we have seen a completed fifth wave of some degree at this point in time, full stop, new line. The banks are on the nose because interest rates are going to go up, full stop, new line. Intermediate time frame, colon. This current movement will have shaken the belief of even the most ardent bank dividend chaser, full stop, new line. A bad result in what would be perceived to be an excellent market for lending to cheerful home buying bunnies would seem to be important, new line. So there's a significant change in Westpac now, full stop, new line. The psychology of the banks is damaged, full stop, new line. Let's turn to something more exciting, full stop, new line. BHP.ASX, new line. We have bullhorns warnings in the following Australian. We have bear pause warnings in the following Australian shares. BHP.ASX, new line. When this gets up towards $34.70, we should be probably doing some slapping. ORG.ASX. I'd really like to be selling this up around the $13.90 to $14. That would be where it would be optimal. Full stop, new line. At the moment, if you are long, you can have your stop loss at $12.40. STO.ASX, new line. Santos is still struggling with the $8.50 area, and that's no surprise. But the volume would indicate that it can go up higher, full stop, new line. So if you do feel like buying it, buy a break through that $8.60 and let it go for a row up to $10. What will happen if they are sick of the banks, they'll go into the materials and the energies, full stop, new line. I don't think they're going to go for the healthcare, full stop, new line. XMJ.ASX, new line. Aren't we glad we thought the materials were going to get better? Question mark. The materials have gotten better. Target towards 10,000 or something thereabouts. Full stop your line. Stop loss is below 9,350 if you are long the materials index. Full stop your line. BHP.ASX, new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. This is still a larger correction, which should bring it up to $34.70 or $35 before the next modicum of pain for the big Australian. Full stop your line. Now this thing with South 32 probably gives it some reason for rallying. Full stop your line. Traders time frame, Colin, we see that it's popped and stop is at $32.27. First target around that old top at $33.85. Full stop new line. Rio.ASX new line. Investors time frame, Colin, no change yet on the investors time frame. Although you might want to watch that $60 area. If it gets taken out, then you might be thinking towards $64.50. Full stop new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. This is developing a few more friends. Full stop new line. And really $60.50 makes sense as a retracement area. It's still sloppy and in the long run probably goes down anyway, but it will benefit from not being a bank. Full stop new line. Traders time frame, Colin. We see a nice gap up today to $59.20 or wherever it is, 50. And if you are long, you might want to take some profit on this. Full stop your line. XEJ.ASX new line. Julie, interest rates are going up. Now, Jawbone has egg on his face. That's right. That's good. Cindy, you can't see anything because you haven't gone into the right room. It's like I said, you need to go into this room. You need to watch the recording. And apologies for that. Both systems have had problems. On the energies index, we can see that it's staying up, but it's got trouble. If it can get through 12,250, then we're excited for the top side, full stop new line. Pick an energy stock. It's going to be harder. I'm just going to do that. I warn you, communications will get worse over the next couple of weeks. WPL.ASX, new line. Investors time frame, Colin. We're still in the dirty little triangle that indicates that it will go lower eventually. Full stop new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. We are still in a triangle that indicates that it may push up towards about $37.30. Full stop new line. If you've just come into the room and you cannot see anything, please look at the messages and click on one of those links and come into the room. It's amazing what you learn when a mistake happens. It really is. It's good. Traders time frame. Colin, you could forgive any trader in Woodside Petroleum for constantly selling the rally and buying the dip. Full stop your line. It's coming into a point of singularity, and I suspect it's ready for a break soon. If you are long, definitely have your stop loss below $34.20 and buy the break up above $36 with that same stop loss if you want to go long. If you want to go short, sell the break down below $34.20 with a stop above $36. Full stop your line. Despite the fact that the energy index looks good, I think Woodside Petroleum has the risk to the downside more than the upside. Full stop new line. XGD.ASX new line. The gold index has a double top. In fact, it has 3 drives to a double top, really, and it's not failing as much as I would have thought today. Full stop new line. And the reason for that is the data's on Friday. But today it's not failing either. So it's not failing as much as I would have thought. So the gold index really gets a bit gnarly below 25.70, then looking for 23.33 or my long lost target at 20.70, full stop new line. RSG.ASX new line. Investors time frame, colon. On the investors time frame, there is zero reason to be happy about being an investor in Resolute, full stop new line. Does appear ready to go down again soon, full stop new line. Intermediate time frame, colon. We see a reasonable rally on this so far with okay volume last week. So if you did go long, stop is at 28 cents. Your hope is for 40 cents, full stop new line. Traders time frame, colon. We see that it ratioed out on the high recently, a few days ago. And if you are long, stop should be at 31 cents, full stop new line. If it does break above 35 cents, then expect 40 cents, full stop new line. XHJ.ASX healthcare index, new line. This rally smells like a little bit of a relief rally towards 18,844, maybe 19,140, full stop new line. At 19,140, it's decision time as to whether this is just another decline in its normal, the bullish manner, full stop new line. At this point, it's got resistance today, and I would say it's probably done enough for the rest of the day, full stop new line. SHL.ASX Sonic Healthcare new line. No breakdown on this on the monthly charts, new line. Investors time frame, colon. Start to get a bit nervous about this below $18.80, full stop new line. At this point, it's not showing a lot of signs of being at risk, full stop new line. And if it did dip down to $19, then you would be buying it, full stop new line. Intermediate time frame, colon. We see the target at $19.17 or $19 or even $18.71 as a possibility on this. You wouldn't want to see it close below $19.78. And if that is the case, then we'll see it move down a bit, full stop mu line. So at the moment, intermediate term, weak. In the longer term, strong, full stop mu line. Traders time frame, Colin. This has rallied back up to where it should be knocked on the head. Maybe it gets to $20.16, but if it really is, it just got into the zone. So if you're thinking of shorting something for a drive down to $19.17, it might be Sonic the healthcare hedgehog with a stop above $20.40, full stop mu line. XPJ.ASX, new line. Property index has rallied pretty reasonably, but it's rallied into a resistance point. So if it is going to get knocked off, it's probably going to get knocked off between now and 12.94. So if you don't like some property stocks or have some property stocks that you would rather not own, maybe now is the time to divest yourselves of a little bit of them and raise your stop up to, say, 1262 vis-a-vis the index itself, full stop mu line. IFN. Is somebody seeing the link to the new room, IFN? Give you the link to the room because at the moment there's somebody saying they need to link to the new room, either in here or you go to the actual recording. From what I gather from what the feedback I'm getting from people is the actual recording is probably a bit more acceptable. And this is the recording that's coming up. Sorry for this, but at least we have the option of being confused by lots and lots of stuff. Why do I say interest rates are going up? Because they are going up in the US. It's quite clear that US 30-year bonds have been, they're all in that big cycle that I've been talking about in my forecast. Now, IFN, what is IFN? No, IFN does not seem to exist in my Australian database. Just one second. I want a property stock. Infigen. Okay, is Infigen a property stock? I've got no idea, but we will say it says stapled, so that's probably property. Investors time frame, colon. Investors time frame, colon. Moving up reasonably nicely and getting through old tops. So that's got some ticks on the box. Probable target about 45 cents, dream target about 70 cents. Stop loss if long, 27 cents. Full stop mu line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. Target towards 34 cents. Really, stop at 29 cents. And pretty well in close your eyes and buy mode. Full stop your line. Traders time frame, Colin. Lovely breakout. Again, stop could be around about the 30 cents area. Dips to buy would be down to 32 cents. No, the computer's not playing up. It's just that I cannot, I've got so many screens up, I cannot see the question boxes, and I only go in when I see when I actually stop the questions. Okay, so we're still keeping the question box operative in the magical and lovely machine that we know and come to know and love, GoToWebinar, which is providing sound but not visuals. And you can turn that sound off and listen to me on the recording which I've sent you, or it's actually the one you can follow on live with. And if you're not in the room, you're not in the room, but that's okay. Everyone should have options at least, and it seems to be no one really whining, which is good. XTJ.ASX, new line. XTJ.ASX, new line. This is rallying pretty well for a confused party. Full stop, new line. Really, you can expect it to still be in this range. If it breaks down out below 21.22, then it's got problems. If it breaks up above 22.70, then it's got joy. Full stop, new line. TLS.ASX, new line. Investors time frame, Colin. Yes, this is a triangle of confusion, full stop. But no, it's not a continuation triangle. It's probably a reversal triangle to the downside, full stop, new line, with $5.60 as a possibility, full stop, new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. Really just living in the same sort of range as the telecoms index is. At the moment it's in the middle, so I'm confused. I'm not going to tell you anything at all. Full stop new line. Traders time frame, Colin. We see it hit butting the top of the cloud, and if you were a trader and you wanted to short it, you could do so with a stop loss above $6.42, looking for lower down towards $6.11. Full stop new line. XSO.ASX new line. Materials go up, so small caps go up. So it's okay to play the small cap game. It is going to break through that old top, I believe. Full stop new line, so small caps are okay. Full stop new line. Top 50 stocks questions, full stop new line. MQG.ASX. Investors time frame, Colin. On the investors time frame, it had a big decline into early May, and it's rallied nicely. Full stop new line. This is probably the start of more of a triangle. Full stop new line. It's probably going to be a tight triangle, which will see it eventually get towards that $97 or $98. Full stop new line. It's starting to negate the bad fear that I had for it last week. Obviously, full stop new line. I think what we've found is that we're getting the buyers that missed out on the rally. These are buying in. So the classical education that I gave you about the fourth wave is coming into play in Macquarie Bank right now. Full stop new line. So the battle is on between the smarties of the leverage world who've been buying Macquarie Bank and the people who have been desperately trying to chase it up and not get fulfilled. Full stop new line. So watch for the confusion. Full stop new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. We can see it just hanging on to the Tenkan line at the moment. So if you are long, your stop would be at $77. Full stop new line. Traders time frame, Colin, we can see rallies, and the rally point should be to either $79.90 or $80.42. Full stop new line. If you are going long, stop is at $77.90. Full stop new line. WOW.ASX new line. Investors time frame, Colin. This is still within the big confused trading pattern, although looking a little bit better on the monthly chart than we would have imagined, and probably will visit $30. Full stop new line. Sorry, apologies for that. That was the intermediate time frame. Intermediate. Big confused congestion pattern. It probably will visit $30 again just to get everybody excited, and then has a possibility of going lower again. Full stop new line. Traders time frame, Colin. We see currently trying to edge itself up. $30.35 would appear to be the best shot for this. Full stop new line. After that, we'd expect some disappointment. New line. Small and mid cap stocks questions. New line. SAR.ASX, Saracen, new line. Investors time frame, Colin. No change to the analysis, new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. No real change to the analysis. It still looks like it's got one more push up towards that 52 cents area. Full stop new line. If you are long, stop would be below 40.5 cents. Full stop new line. Traders time frame, Colin. If you're buying this, you're shooting for 48 cents in the short term and 52 cents in the medium term and long term. Stop loss would be at 43 cents. Full stop new line. Investors time AWE.ASX. Investors time frame, Colin. This is a little bit touch and go on this time frame. It could be ready for a little bit of a pullback, but I think you'll find it's got a brick on its head around the $1.52 area. So if you're looking for buying opportunities, it would be above there, and then you get a run towards $2. Full stop new line. And your stop loss would need to be around about $1.38. Full stop new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. We can see it pushing up fairly nicely. Your stop loss, if you are long on this time frame or buying it for a rally towards $1.50, would be at $1.39. Full stop new line. Traders time frame, Colin. We see on the traders time frame that the market is trying to walk up. Stop loss, I think, again, should be below $1.39. And if it can keep going, $1.56. The volume's quite good, so if you want to have a cheeky stop loss, it would be at $1.41 if you are going into close your eyes and buy CYEB mode. Full stop your line. Yes, there are no charts as I've been saying JR for the last hour and a half, and you should look at the links that are on the bottom that I've been sending to everybody. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. Both systems decided, one system decided to pack it in. Actually, no, it's been GoToWebinar all day. Actually, no, there's one incident of Webinar Jam not doing its biz. Okay, so the next one we're going to look for is boom, 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 boom. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to PHG Trades Review. No, there's a couple more questions. There is a couple more questions, and I apologize. The people who feel like they missed out on their questions. ICS.ASX. ICS.ASX, new line. Investors time frame, Colin. While this has gone long on the monthly charts, my belief is it still probably has only the ability to get to $1.34 full stop new line. It's had a good run, and it's okay to be long on the lower time frames with a stop loss below $1.03, but it just doesn't seem to me as if it's going to be that easy. Full stop new line. If you want to have a wider stop loss, have it stop loss at 90 cents. Full stop new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. On the intermediate time frame, a pullback down to $1.03 or $1.05 would be good to buy with a stop loss below 98 cents. So yes, there is some volume, but unfortunately, I think it's a little bit too illiquid to make a lot of sense out of the volume that sporadically comes through. Full stop new line. Traders time frame, Colin. We can see a good surge followed by a triangle, which would imply $1.17 or possibly to $1.25. If you are long now, stop loss should be probably around about $1.06. Full stop new line. Pro.ASX, Pro.ASX, prophecy, new line. Investors time frame, Colin. Next target 98 cents. A pullback down towards 76 cents should be bought with a stop loss below 70 cents, full stop, new line. It's quite likable on this time frame, full stop, new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. We see a target towards 93 cents also. It does seem to be getting lifted, so it's worthwhile buying now with a stop loss below 78 cents, full stop, new line. Traders time frame, Colin. It has a short-term target at 92 cents, and we can see a little bit of a struggle street pattern, so you might want to have a stop at 82 cents in case it does break back and you are long, full stop, new line. ETL.ASX, new line. Investors time frame, Colin, still bound in a big range on the investors time frame. Volume is nice on the top side so far. The best idea I can think of is $1.36 top side target and stop around 61 cents if you are long, full stop, new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. The target here is really, we're headbutting that at 91 cents with the possibility of $1.06, full stop, new line. If it gets through 91 cents, expect $1.06. Stop loss if buying 82 cents, full stop, new line. Traders time frame, Colin. It's currently undergoing a non-life threatening pullback, full stop, new line. And the area to look for would be 86 cents in this pullback, and hope that it holds, so have a stop at 84 cents, stop close only, or more importantly 83 cents. And if you want to buy a breakout, you go with it on a break above 89 cents, looking for those higher targets, full stop, new line. SGF.ASX, new line. Investors time frame, Colin. On the investors time frame, we're at marking time, probably goes a little bit higher. If you are long, have your stop at $2.20. If you are going long, maybe you could get it down at $2.36, full stop new line. The likely long-term target is $2.90 in the next instance, full stop new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. The intermediate time frame exposes another target at $3.19, full stop new line. Dips to buy would be down around about $2.22, so stop again is probably best put at $2.10, full stop new line. It's okay to be long, full stop new line. Traders time frame, Colin. Target at $2.46. Now I would like to do a forecast webinar tonight, but I need to check with my wife whether that's all right. I'll let you know during the course of the day. Full stop new line. Now if you're in long on this trader's time frame, or you want to go long, buy a break above $2.48, looking for $2.60 with a stop loss below $2.39. And I apologize to everybody who had to put up with that shenanigans in the room. We're going to now go to the fabulous and lovely PHG Trades Review. This is AGL, we're long, and a break of, I thought we canned that one. I thought we were gone. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm pretty sure we were gone. Gone, yes, gone. Can we get back in? No, let's not. It's interesting, the line hadn't worked on that. It did say stop, but the line hadn't gone through it. CDA dips to 92. It is interesting that it's held, but I don't think I want to do that with AGL. CDA, we're still cooking along nicely with gas. Stop should be $1.07 price and $1.07 stop close only, and $1.04 price. ALQ, 476 is our stop, and it's called ALS if I'm not wrong. Gets me every time. I did say start to take some profit, I think, on the last one, did I? Yeah, take profit at 489, take profit on a quarter at 535. It's kept on going, so let's ratchet the stop up to 530 on that one. It's been a corker of a trade. FMG, we're long again, 229, and open minus 5 cents, or $2.02. So where are we? FMG. FMG's come up okay, but it's now confused as to what its life is. If you can see above $2.41, then that's a good thing. At this point, stop at 229. Sorry, that's not the stop. Stop is currently 213. I'm not getting that. I'm not understanding why the 229 is there. I thought it should have been 209. Anyway, whatever you've taken, we are still hanging in there. I'm not happy with that stop at all, and I think should be 219. I'm going to pull it down. I don't think it was there originally anyway. Okay, 229. That was the one that was taken out. And we're back in. Okay, got it. 209 is the right stop on the other one. That's what's confusing me. These lines have disappeared for some reason. Now, I left that there so that the investors could have their stop, but the investor's stop should now move up to $2.03. If it gets through there, then there's problems. Okay, so we'll leave that at 209. TCL, $9.92. We're looking for a break. Thank God we're not in the banks, but thank God. No. TCL, we're bought $9.92, so they were entered. And we're entered on a break above on the day of the 5th. And number 1 entered. Apparently that Daniel Andrews, or whatever his name is, in Victoria has reintroduced the thing that he banned. The reason he did that was so that they can employ union labour. That's the only thing that they did. They dusted $500 million, I think, in penalties, destroyed Leighton's money, and but so that they could get unions to fuck up the project again. Unbelievable, disturbing, annoying, should always be killed. Well, anyway, that's my slightly right-wing left view of the unions. They'll just get in the way, pay them a fair wage, no question. Thanks everybody, have a good one, and I'm tired and I'm ranting, so I'll talk to you later, and apologise for the different rooms that you're in, and I hope you've enjoyed it wherever you are. Thank you, bye.